Namaste Sitaram. Still riding my exercise bicycle. Figured I'd read a little bit more. I guess my head's partly below the thing, but oh well. The Crow and the Pitcher. A thirsty crow found a pitcher with some water in it. But so little was there that tries as she might, she could not reach it with her beak. And it seemed as though she would die of thirst within sight of the remedy. At last she hit upon a clever plan. She began dropping pebbles into the pitcher, and with each pebble the water rose a little higher until at last it had reached the brim, and the knowing bird was able to quench her thirst. This is actually a really neat story. It's where they get the saying, necessity is the mother of invention. The Boys and the Frogs. This is something a lot of people might teach their kids. Some mischievous boys were playing on the edge of a pond and catching sight of some frogs swimming along in the shallow water. They began to amuse themselves by pelting them with stones, and they killed several of them. At last, one of the frogs put his head out of the water and said, "Oh, stop, stop, I beg you. What is sport to you is death to us." And I'm going to read one more. The Mistress and Her Servants. A widow, thrifty and industrious, had 2 servants whom she kept pretty hard at work. They were not allowed to lie long in bed in the morning, but the old lady had them up and doing as soon as the cock crew. They disliked intensely having to get up at such an hour, especially in winter time, and they thought that if it was not for the cock waking up the mistress so horribly early, they could sleep longer. So what do? They caught it and wrung its neck. But they weren't prepared for the consequences. For what happened was that their mistress, not hearing the cock crow as usual, wake them up earlier than ever and set them to work in the middle of the night. That was kind of funny. Again, namaste, sitaram, have a great night.